and thank you for joining us on ERi-TV. This is English News Broadcast live from Mandera at 10:30 p.m. Here are stories making headlines today. President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud arrives in Asmara. Activity assessment meeting on Central Region Education Office. Iceland violent volcanic flare-up triggers state of emergency. Flooding disrupts life in eastern Argentina. On invitation of President Isaias, President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud of the Federal Republic of Somalia arrived in Asmara in mid-afternoon hours today for a two-day working visit. Upon arrival at the Asmara International Airport, President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud and his delegation were awarded warm welcome by President Isaias. The welcoming ceremony was attended by Mr. Osman Saleh, Minister of Foreign Affairs. President Isaias and President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud will discuss on bilateral ties and mutual cooperation, as well as on regional and global development of interest to the two countries. The Ministry of Education's branch in the Central Region held an activity assessment meeting for the first half of the 2023-2024 academic year on 15th of March. Mr. Belay Habtagaber, the head of Education Office in the region, highlighted the importance of activity assessment to preserve achievements and address challenges. He expressed his hope that participants would provide constructive ideas to facilitate future progress. Reports presented by heads of education office in the sub-zones emphasized that meetings with school heads significantly contribute to the development of teaching and learning process. They advocated for the organization of sustainable training programs for supervisors and school heads to enhance their capabilities and ensure their effective contribution to the educational process. Colonel Gebrahannes Weldegergis, the Director General of Social Service in the Central Region, noted that the presented reports are crucial for taking responsibility for future activities. He urged all stakeholders to actively contribute to this endeavor. Currently, the Central Region is home to 148 schools, preschools, 103 elementary schools, 51 junior high schools, and 22 high schools, all actively engaged in the providing educational services. Mr. Hizkias Wuhbed, the administrator of the Mandera sub-zone, has lauded the public's significant involvement in executing various development programs. According to Mr. Hizkias, the year 2023 witnessed remarkable achievements due to the collaborative effort of the community, governmental bodies, and members of defense forces. Notably, over 286 hectares of terraces were constructed and microdams were built in Ad-Duhaza. Furthermore, the Ad-Mongoti Elementary School was upgraded to junior school, and additional classrooms were constructed at Ad-Ibrahim. Mr. Hizkias also highlighted the contribution of the Student Summer Work Program and others, which resulted in the planting of over 39,000 tree seedlings. Additionally, he mentioned that the design work for supplying potable water to Mandera city from Gergera Dam has been completed. Looking ahead, Mr. Hizkias outlined the 2024 programs, which include the construction of the road linking Der Anto with Adda, additional classrooms in Sur Maharad Gedo, a new road connecting Mandera with Mai'aini, and maternity waiting rooms in Kudofelasi. The plan also encompasses soil and water conservation efforts and the development of other essential infrastructure within the Mandera sub-zone. Mandera sub-zone is resident to over 75,000 people. Do stay with us for international news. state of emergency has been declared in southern Iceland after another volcanic eruption on the Reykjavik Peninsula, the fourth since December. Lava has reached the eastern defense around the small evacuated town of Grindavik, local media said. The powerful and fast lava flows began late yesterday, but the authorities say they have since diminished significantly. Activity around the fissure, initially 3 kilometers long, has dissipated. Iceland's meteorological office said the stream of lava were still flowing today, but the rate at which they were moving had begun to slow down. The director of Iceland's Civil Defense said all that could be done to prepare for the flow of lava had been done, and the biggest concern was the impact on infrastructure. Pools of lava gathering near defense were also of concern, he added. The eruption began after 2000 local time yesterday north of Grindavik, according to the country's Civil Defense Service. This is a similar location to the eruption that began on 8th of December. The explosion has not affected the main international airport, which lies to the northwest of Grindavik. Geophysicist who was among those to fly over the affected areas in the helicopter told local media that Saturday's eruption was the most powerful so far. This is now the seventh eruption since the year 2021, and scientists believe the area is entering a new volcanic era that could last for decades or even centuries. A large area of eastern Argentina was underwater on Friday after heavy rain caused flooding, local media reported. Television footage showed streets completely submerged with local water through high water and cars stranded. For some inhabitants in Gualeguay, floodwaters had invaded their homes, damaging their houses, appliances, and furniture. Much of Argentina's Entre Rios province, including Gualeguay, Victoria, and others, have been affected by the heavy rain, according to the local media. The National Meteorological Service is maintaining a yellow alert for possible heavy rain in the region. Before we go, we have a quick recap of the top stories. President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud arrives in Asmara. Activity assessment meeting of Central Region Education Office. Iceland violent volcanic flare-up triggers state of emergency. Flooding disrupts life in eastern Argentina. And that wraps up our news broadcast for this evening. Thank you for being with us. Good night, everyone.